Thank you, Coach. Coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Oakland. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
6-18.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Go Chief!
Snap comes at one, and it's Carr. Rolling to his left. Lets it go for Nelson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big play there. Carr to Nelson. 61 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Carr again. Caught by Nelson left side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. He'll get it up the middle. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to...
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
They'll put it in the hands of their receiver, Sanders. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Roger. Hey, 52. Very left. Let's go, Roger.
Keenum. He will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Down. 53. Down. Let's go, Roger. 53.
Back to throw, Keenum. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Get set. Lie down.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hey, 7:34, 6:37. Now, you lady, listen up.
On second down, here's Carr. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
7:34.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw on second down is Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Keenum. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Keenum. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity. To make something happen and something big, and we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Down, 93. Express. What's up? 280.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Lets it go for Nelson. It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll run with Lynch. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Get down. 185.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Heavy.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And that is going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what?
And now look at him go. The 30, the 20. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A huge play there for Denver. 67 yards on the ground. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Emmanuel Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Here's Harris to return it. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Brandon Marshall in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Get set now, White. Deuce right.
And that'll set him back 5. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And the pressure gets to him again. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 45 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
All right, get set, fellas. Cover 0. 29. Push it on. Cover 0. 6-18. You got 34.
Carr to throw on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he finds Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Again, it's Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jordy Nelson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Justin Ellis, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. Looking long for Thomas. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Very left, very left. Let's go, Roger. Let's go, Roger. 22. 22. Let's go, Roger.
Now Keenum, got to have this one. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Let's go, let's go. 53.
Now a 1st down throw. Keenum looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Keenum will try again on 2nd down. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demarius Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Keenum now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
22.
Off play action. Keenum. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Go, Chief.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23.